A couple years ago, I was going through a really hard season, and it felt like everything I had wanted sort of came to this convergence moment, and it started coming together, and it was like I could reach out and touch it, almost like Icarus reaching for the sun. But when I reached out, and it all ended up falling apart, kind of crumbled through my hands. It was like the death of a dream, and it was really, really intense for me. I wrestled with my faith, with God, with myself. I felt betrayed in a lot of ways and uncertain of what the future held. And it was in that space that I felt like I needed space, ironically. And so I had this thought. I had this picture of sitting on a park bench and looking up at the stars and just wishing I could fly, wishing I could get away. Like, it just, like, this intensity of everything around me. It just felt like kind of the walls were closing in, and I just felt like I couldn't breathe. I had like a lot of anxiety after this season and what happened. And so this picture I had was me sitting on a park bench. Somebody comes over and asks me if I'm okay, and I just go, I just need some space. And I start levitating and flying off into the sky. Coming out of that season, all I knew was I needed to take a break. And so I did. I stopped working as hard. I really pushed the pause button on work for a few months and just said, I need to slow down and figure out what's going on. And so I did, and I ended up actually running into Riley. Riley reached out to me. We ended up hanging out and talking about our seasons, found a lot of connections, and we decided to go to a cave. Him and his wife Karina and my wife Noelle, to just go explore this cool cave. And when like the weather, it was going to be like super rainy and just stormy and snowy. And I was like, maybe we should just cancel. And Riley goes, no, let's not cancel it. Let's just go. I bet it's going to be good. So I'm like, all right, we could try. We end up getting in the car and we start driving, and it is pouring rain. And then we keep driving and it's just like snowing everywhere. And I'm thinking like, oh, this is crazy. And Riley starts sharing a story about how he had this crazy miracle where the sky opened up and it was all calm, the weather changed. And it reminded me that I had a couple moments with the Lord where he was like, speak to the weather. Don't rain until, because it was supposed to rain, and I was like, don't rain until like the moment I get inside. Like I need clear skies on these photo shoots. And like to the minute, it happened. And so Riley and I, we just kind of prayed, spoke to the weather. We're like, we just pray for sunshine and beautiful weather. And we keep driving through the snow, and all of a sudden the sky parts, beautiful sun. We end up in the cave, and it's just stunning. There's this beautiful shaft of golden light, and I had brought this spacesuit. I'd wanted to write a space film for ages, so I brought a spacesuit along with us, this thing that I'm wearing now. And I had Riley put it on, and we just did some test shots, and it was remarkable. And after that experience, I ended up just sitting down. I think it was the next night, and all of a sudden, all of these ideas came to me. I saw where this thing was going. Initially, this other astronaut was going to come and meet him in the cave. It could be Holy Spirit, just a friend. Comes in and like helps him pick that dream back up. Going through my own journey, what I've realized is dreams are great, but it's who you do them with that makes all the difference. When you're connected, when you don't feel alone in it, that's everything. The whole thing of this was, I felt very lost, and I thought that the dream, achieving that dream and getting that was the goal. And through this experience, what I've found is, to me, the most meaningful things truly are the people and the processes and the experience of doing it. Because you can have a great product and that's wonderful. But at the end of the day, when I look back, I wanna have a life that reflects those moments and those experiences that were genuine. Even if it didn't go perfect, that we had a good time, that we built relationships, and we built something far more lasting that I felt. So